how can we improve the safety / efficiency of bicycles at signalized intersections with signal treatments. Our field deployment sites were in the city of Phoenix, the city of Portland, and New York City DOT. What are these strategies that you see? So the first is a leading bike interval where they give the pedestrians walk. I think it's about 4 or 5 seconds prior to the vehicles getting green. It allows the pedestrians to establish themselves out into the crosswalk before the vehicles start to turn across that. So we're looking at, this is the phase indication for pedestrians, bicycles, and motor vehicles. So if we can get those bicycles that are queued up at the start of green through, we've avoided the possibility of those conflicts. A split leading bike interval is very similar to an LBI, a leading bike interval, except for in the case of this, we are only holding the right turning traffic. All right? So we're allowing the through vehicles to go along with the bicycles and the pedestrians in this case. The last one is an exclusive bike phase. This is very similar to an exclusive pedestrian phase, a Barnes dance, ped scramble, whatever you want to call it. The idea here is that we hold all the traffic, and again, this is just looking at this bicycle movement here. In reality, you would allow all bicycle movements to go during this. Survey was the first part of this. We had a total of 69 respondents. Again, this was a practitioner survey. We asked of their awareness of split LBI. Now this survey was done in about 2016, so I think this is likely shifted this way. About half knew of it. Those that actually implemented it, the different strategies, we had 25 or 30 that did protected bike phases, LPIs, that's leading pedestrian interval, and then leading bike interval, we only had 10 that did that. These don't need to add up to the number. They can do multiple ones. Split LBI, just a couple of them, and then a number of, about a third of the respondents didn't do any of that. Our initial intent was to do a nice, clean before and after study. We did do that, but over 2 weeks, we didn't have any bicycle motor vehicle conflicts. So we analyzed a number of different sites and provided some qualitative comments on this with the idea of moving forward, trying to provide some sort of numerical guidance for when to use a certain countermeasure to reduce bicycle motor vehicle conflicts. So the metrics we looked at whether or not there was an incident, and we classified that as the bicycle and the motor vehicle crossing paths temporally within 5 seconds of each other. Post-encroachment time since bicycle vehicle green, how long from when the bike green came on did the interaction happen, the speed, and whether or not there was an evasive action. What post-encroachment time is, it's a measure of the seriousness of an encounter between two separate users. So here's a summary of all the data. Again, we had one location with that split LBI where we had a lot of incidents. Everything else was around 20%. Again, I stress how challenging it is to make any numerical comparison between these different sites because there are so many different factors at each one. Concurrent is best suited for when we have low bicycle and low turning volumes. We move up to LBI, split LBI. We want to split those in time, split being more efficient, but this will require additional signage without a right turn on red prohibition. We move that right hook potential towards the stale green, and coordinating the bikes can further reduce the risk of that conflict later in green. Bike phase, lots of delay, removes the conflicts. Mixing zones, the application is somewhat unclear from this work. Again, we saw some confusion, maybe best suited for medium to low bicycle and vehicle volumes.